welcome to another episode of the Car Girl Show. My name is Jessie Kessel, and this is my co-host,
Janice Showers from the Car Girls.
From the Car Girls, yes. And today we want to talk about a very important topic called how to influence people. This is something that I've struggled with in the past, and I still do to some extent. I can be a very intense person. I'm a high performer. I have vision, and I like to take action, and I like the people around me. I kind of hold them to the same standard. So I was talking to Janice because I remember when I used to work for her. We had a lot of projects going on at once, and I didn't want to drop the ball, but I also relied on other people to kind of hand me, certain work. And so my standard was very, very high.
So you were barking at people, basically.
So basically, I didn't understand, or I didn't have the tools I needed. I had never been taught, how to influence people to do the things that I needed them to do in a nice way. To put it lightly, I think because I'm so intense, I would just, kind of, okay, I need this, and this. And you often forget that, you're talking to people who have their own lives, you don't know what's happening on their end. Yep. There was, some sick family members, or they're having a bad day, or other things are happening. And, I wasn't being very sensitive or aware, that there was anybody
sure you're
else.
Not the only one, Jessie. Don't beat yourself up.
Well, I'm always, I wanted to improve, but Janice came to me, I guess, after a few people complained
to me,
to Janice, and she said, "Oh, I have this book. I think that you would really,
and I love this book
from reading it." Yeah.
How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. It's been around a long time. He actually has a training series. My husband's work, which is a corporate Canada environment, actually hired trainers from that company. So they do go around and do how to win friends and influence people training. But there's a great book that I love, How to Win Friends and Influence People. So we wanted to touch on that today and some of the points out of that book that you could use. And certainly this is applicable as an employer, as an employee, as a salesperson in a car dealership. Certainly we all want to know how to win friends, because people buy cars off their friends, right?
Yeah. So one of the things, because I was just putting some notes together, and one of the things that the book talks about is being generous with giving praise.
Yep.
And I think that's overlooked a lot of the time because we expect people to do what we want them to do and to perform to a certain standard, and that's an expectation from a manager, but I don't think we give enough praise to people when they do perform well.
Or say thank you.
Or just say thank you.
Something Gary Vaynerchuk talks about, the thank you economy. And that goes around thanking people and being genuine, appreciative, and be generous with that. Be generous with your praise by thanking people, recognizing when somebody has done a good job. Even when it is small, it means a lot. I read people will do more for recognition when they will for money. So that says a lot.
Does, yeah.
People need a pat on the back. We're kind of like dogs. Please rub our heads. We need
and in sales, we tend to
good
think
boy.
We tend to think that everyone in that works to a sales capacity is solely motivated by money.
By money, and they're not.
That's not true.
No. Be generous with your praise. So we've got that one.
Yeah. The next one was
remember their name.
Oh, remember their name.
Can I speak to this for a moment?
Yes.
Dale Carnegie says a person's name is the most important word to them in any language.
Yeah, it's the sweetest sound, I think they said.
In any language.
Yeah.
So let's use people's names. And I certainly teach that, Jessie, in my phone training. I always remember this, a customer of mine, his name was Puthan Downkamvanska. It's exactly how you say it.
You remember that?
Absolutely. I sold him an Eagle Talon. That was a long time ago. And I had taken the time to, you know what, ageism and culturism, lots of things come into play here. This kid came in and paid cash for a car, and I think he dealt with me because I was one of the few people who spent the time with him to talk to him. I think a lot of people looked at him and thought, this guy can't buy a car. This guy had been working a minimum wage job for 6 or 7 years and actually had the cash saved to buy the car. The bank made us prove it. So don't judge a book by its cover either.
Right.
But learning somebody's name, learning his name made a big difference. And
Right.
I teach that in sales as well, and basic phone 101.
Pronouncing it correctly, spelling it correctly.
And
I can't
even
tell
if you
how many
can't
times.
pronounce it, butcher it. Go ahead and say
But
it
then
wrong.
learn it. But then learn it.
But then learn how to say
Yeah.
it right. But skipping over it's not the solution. But just even using people's names.
During
and
a
that's on a
sentence, yeah.
daily, Jesse, have I got your attention?
Yes.
Yeah.
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 No, it's true. As soon as you say my name, it's
A
like,
small thing, it's small thing, but something
Yeah.
that you can use in daily life.
Yes.
So what else we have?
The other one, be genuinely interested in other people. So I know in sales, you have a million things on your mind, like as soon as a customer walks in, what you have to say, what the sales process is, all the stuff, right? Of how it's supposed to go. But I think if you're authentic, people will recognize that right away. If all you're trying to do is sell someone off the bat, that'll come off as well, very, very quickly to people. So be genuinely interested in them shows, you are respecting them. You want to know about them because you already know about yourself, right?
So
You already know about yourself.
Be more interested than interesting.
Yes.
Okay? That's back to the basics in sales, but what's
Right.
old
We
is
hear that
new
a lot,
again.
yeah.
Let's bring that back out though. Be more interested than interesting, and that takes focus, and we have to remember to do that. And that goes for your employees as well, and for customers.
Yeah. The next one is know the value of charm, which I believe means be charming and know that there's value in being charming because especially in our industry, you can buy a car anywhere. A new car, you can go anywhere. The price, that's no longer
Grant
something.
Cardone, we're talking about
Yeah.
him again.
Yeah.
People will pay for a good attitude.
Good
And that
attitude.
speaks to
They
putting-
like you,
Yeah.
put on the charm. It will set you apart, even though you feel like maybe there's a sea of other people, out there. There
having
is value.
a great attitude, being happy, smiling, simple.
Yeah. And then be quick to acknowledge your own mistakes because mistakes happen all the time.
And Dale Carnegie talks about language a lot and how you preface a sentence and saying, I could be wrong, but. So when you're giving somebody your point of view, even when you know you're right, I could be wrong. You may be right, but I see it this way. So it takes the sting out of it. So allowing other
Right. Because you don't want friction. Right? Like, friction is not going to lead you
women
to
I think are better at that than men.
being agreeable or using the words,
Yeah.
I agree.
Guys, I think
Just
you can work on
acknowledging.
this a little
Yeah.
bit. I could be wrong. I see what you're saying. However,
Oh, I
see
can't
it
tell
that
you.
way.
I mean, I've been into stores where salespeople have actually disagreed with me and then proceeded to tell me what I should get, as if I don't know, as if I haven't done a ton of research. No, this is what you need, and I never liked that type of approach. Even if I am wrong, I think there's a way to say it with a lot less friction.
So
you
great book. It's a classic. Been around a long
Yeah.
time. Kind of back to the basics. But
Yeah.
it works.
I think when people ultimately feel listened to and acknowledged, they will be happier and they will be more willing to work with you to any capacity than, if you just bark at them like I did.
So you learn your lesson.
I did. I learned my lesson. Thanks, Janice.
You're welcome.
So, yeah,
Dale
that's
Carnegie.
Dale Carnegie.
Google
I gotta,
him. There's-
I gotta read it again.
It's a good read.
Yeah.
It's a good read.
Yeah. Well, that concludes
Thanks for
our
joining
show.
us.
So thanks for watching again. Make sure to comment, share, and like this video. And we'll catch you again on the next episode of The Car Girl Show.
Thanks.
Thanks, everyone.